this printer has officially pooped the bed. No good. So I thought about making like a funny mockery of Office Space, you know, like when they go and smash the printer. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. But I have a slightly more fun and easier idea. Oh, for so long I've wanted to do this with this stupid printer. Ooh, so I have a little bit of a cleanup here to do, but that was so gratifying, I do not care. $185.4 this morning. Not positive what that is in kilograms. I forget off the top of my head, but it's a little bit above 83. It's maybe closer to 84. I'm not going to give you the update yet. You can kind of see it now, but not really. I'm going to wait till I've been on this diet for a few weeks. And I'm going to wait till it's a day where I'm nice and carved up, so I'm nice and full, displaying everything. And then I'll show you guys some of the progress of this diet. It's been very interesting. I've been logging my weights every single day, and it's been fluctuating. The beginning of the week will be a little bit heavier. I'll be about 185. The heaviest was 186 when I began the diet. That was after me low-carbing myself down from 190, of course. And then I dropped down to about 183 at my lowest. And then I tinkered my way back up to 184, now 185. And I kind of hang there, and I think I'm going to go back down again and kind of feel it. So it's a little bit of fluctuation. And Kyle Hunt's keeping my calories and keeping everything the same. So what I showed you in that last day of eating video, it's still the same. I still have to show you my full day of rest eating. I'll do that. We'll probably adjust it this next coming Saturday. But I'm excited. And when the time is right, I will reveal to you the progress. And you will see King Fluffy no longer fluffitized. Sneak peek, abs. Just wanted to clear that up for you guys in case there's a few of you watching who have never dieted before, or maybe you're doing your first diet and you're experiencing the same thing. Don't panic if you see weight fluctuation or it's not going straight down right away. It doesn't mean the diet's not working. I've already seen major changes in my physique alone. So as long as the scale over time is going down, some fluctuations, some standstills, not a big deal. Just go by the mirror. So today I'm going to take you guys through a rest day of eating. My training days are higher calories. Pretty much the carbohydrates are what are raised in them. So my training days are closer to about 2,700 calories. I showed you all of that in the last meal-to-meal video that I did. So today I'm going to bring you through my rest days, which are basically the same, just with lower carbohydrates, lowering the overall total calories to around 2,400 instead. So not a huge difference, just a little bit lighter in calories, because obviously we're not exerting as much energy because we're not training today. Man, this is ridiculous. It's like a bunch of crack addicts with peanut butter in this house. Empty, empty. Just to show you guys though, I'm not playing. Look how much peanut butter we have ready to go. Most of it's all honey roasted because that's the best stuff. There's more. Hold on. One more. That is ridiculous. That's absurd. Plus that one. Ladies and gentlemen, please peanut butter responsibly. So you're welcome for this. Peanut butter in the oatmeal is like an ancient tradition. Alright, people have done this for years and years and years. That's nothing new at all. But this is just a little tweak I've made to it. You use specifically honey roasted peanut butter. You guys have heard me talk about this stuff a million times. It's my obsession. It's the best tasting peanut butter I've ever gotten in my life. Creamy. You mix your designated amount in there. I use 2 tablespoons because that's what it calls for in my diet plan. And then I added a second Splendid pack just to really make it delicious. Oh my goodness. When I cook the slow roasted oats like this, I like to have it a little bit drier, not quite as soupy, just because of the texture. And oh dear, that is the best thing you've ever tasted in your life. It's better than just regular honey with oatmeal. It's so sweet and delicious. So alongside with the oatmeal, just like last time, scooping half of V-Smart, and I mix in like a little bit over a teaspoon of the fat-free Cool Whip. One serving is like 2 tablespoons, I believe, and it's like 15 calories, just like 3 grams of carbs. So with just barely a teaspoon, it's like nothing at all. So I mix just a little bit of that in with the Eat Smart, and it's like pudding. So needless to say, this is probably the most delicious meal of the entire day. 3/4 cup of oatmeal, 2 tablespoons of honey roasted peanut butter mixed into it with a Splenda or two. And then 1.5 cups of Eat Smart. It's a little bit of fat-free Cool Whip. And that's going to bring us to a total of 44 grams of protein, 62.5 grams of carbohydrates, 24.75 grams of fat, and a total of 648.75 calories for meal number 1. Chicken and Greens, my next album, coming this summer. 8 ounces of chicken. Got some asparagus chopped up with a little bit of onion, all sauteed and seasoned. I don't think it's actually sauteed, it's just seasoned. My friend made it whilst he was over here. But yeah, the chicken's slightly undercooked and the veggies are cold, though cooked and ready. So just gonna kind of heat them up, top off the chicken so it's a little bit less pink. See, I like my steak and beef rare, but chicken's a little dangerous when you play with it rare. So just gonna make sure it's well cooked and then obviously heat these greens back up in the process. Add 1 cup of rice. The rice has been actually seasoned with adobo, which is a little unique, but it tastes good. Cooking this on real low so it doesn't actually like cook. Just keep making sure it stays stirred around. Rice is heating up, and this is finishing off. I can actually turn that off now. Eating my fats, or main source of my fats for this meal, which is half serving of almonds. I said in the last video that avocado just didn't work for me because I can't cut it well. So a half of serving of almonds is actually equivalent to half of an avocado macro-wise. So 14 of these bad boys. These are the Planters roasted almonds with sea salt. Butter spray. The calorie-free stuff. You still gotta be careful because it's only calorie-free, because when it's under a calorie, you can list it as calorie-free, but there's still fractions of a calorie in here, so you don't wanna like overload on it, and it will eventually amount to calories. Sorry, I'm chewing almonds, it's hard to talk. Anyway, that's done. This is done. Gotta mix them all together. Probably add a little bit of ketchup because I put ketchup on everything. So with this meal right here, this is coming out to, plus the almonds, don't forget about the almonds. This is meal number 2, and it's coming out to 63.5 grams of protein, 55 grams of carbohydrates, 17 grams of fat, and a grand total of 627 calories for this meal. Some of you guys are gonna look at this and think it's a very bro-ish meal. And for sure it is, and I told you guys that's how I like doing it. It keeps me organized. But taste-wise, don't let the looks deceive you. This is good. With the way I season the chicken, which I went over in the last video, the last diet video I did, and with a little bit of adobo on the rice, and the greens chopped up with the onions and then refried again, a tad bit of the calorie-free butter, woof, it legitimately tastes like you're chewing a burger. Not a fast food burger, like one of those big juicy burgers you get at an actual restaurant. That's what it tastes like. So it's amazing. You can make bro foods taste pretty good. I just like the bro style because it helps me stay on track and stay organized without having to think too much. Embarking on meal number 3, 1.5 scoops of Eat Smart, again with the Cool Whip, fat-free Cool Whip. We're all out of bananas. I'm supposed to eat a banana, so instead I'm having a green apple. And topped off with 2 tablespoons of the honey roasted peanut butter. Best thing in the world. A few of you have been tweeting pictures of it. Show me that you got it. You're welcome. Macros for this meal come out to 37.5 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbohydrates, 20.25 grams of fat, and a total of 532.25 calories for meal number 3. One more meal to go. Last meal is the same as the other hard meal you saw. 1.5 cups of white rice. Again with the ketchup, the greens, 8 ounces of chicken breast. This meal comes out to 65 grams of protein, 61 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat, 603 total calories. And this is going to conclude our rest day, bringing us to a grand total all day long of 210 grams of protein, 228.5 grams of carbohydrates, 73 grams of fat, it's a good amount of fat right there, and a grand spanking total of 2,411 calories. Just a hair over 2,400 calories all day long for a non-training day. And tomorrow, we begin training again, so we're gonna eat like we did in the last video until this diet gets switched around, and then of course, I will update you. As of right now, we're keeping the low calorie days on rest days, higher calorie days on training days, but I talked to Kyle, we might switch this
because I feel like it can be beneficial to eat really well the day before you train. And considering I usually train after my first meal of the day, so I train like first thing pretty much after I wake up, it might not really benefit me to have my high calorie days on the training days, just to have a rest day follow it. So we might switch them and have it be higher calorie days on rest days, preparing me for the training day. I eat one meal, I train, whole rest of the day can be low calories because I'm just going to be resting the day after it, if all that makes sense. You enjoying the bongos I have going on downstairs? Yeah, real legit bongos, no lie.